Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first M19 draft here on the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. Well, I guess the only place you can be watching this on YouTube, because that's right, this is a YouTube exclusive video. Just for you guys on YouTube, we are going to be jumping into the M19 draft queues right as they go up, and we'll be getting this up for you as quickly as possible so you can be ready for your first draft of the format, maybe this Friday, maybe if you play Magic Online before that. But we are going to be jumping into the queues, and I just want to remind you that before we begin, that if you enjoy the video, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates for whenever I post new content. I really do appreciate it. But without further ado, let's jump into the queue. This is going to be sweet. My first draft of M19. Okie doke. So our rare is Lena, Selfless Champion, which is a card that I have been very impressed with from my sealed escapades. It pretty much just makes a ton of creatures, and it makes combat really annoying. I'm going to move this a little bit farther over. Up to here. And it makes sealed really, and it makes like the board state really annoying. Stitcher Supplier I don't think is playable in limited. Surge Mare is the type of card that's good if you're a defensive deck because it's like a 2-drop that's relevant and then it can like chip in for damage later. Vine Mare is incredible. It's just really annoying, hard to interact with. You can put some auras in your deck if you have it. I like Lich's Caress quite a bit. I think Goblin Instigator might be a sleeper card. If that wheels, I could maybe play Red, White, Go Wide, which I think is actually going to be a sleeper deck in the format. I think Red, White, Go Wide has a lot of support at the common level, and I think it's going to be one of the better decks. Skymarch Bloodletter is also good. So I think my pick order for this pack is Lena first, then Lich's Caress. No, Lena, then Vine Mare, then Lich's Caress, then Skymarch, then Instigator. I think is my pick order. But we're going to start out by taking Lena. Okay, so they took the rare out of this pack. Psychic Symbiont is a great card, but it doesn't go well with my Lena. A card that does go well with Lena, however, is Angel of Dawn. Giving all those tokens vigilance, also being able to sacrifice it with Lena is great. Spark Tongue Dragon is another good one. I think since I really want to maximize Lena, I'm going to take Angel of Dawn. Also noteworthy that there's another Goblin Instigator in this pack. I think people are going to be down on this card initially, though I think it's going to end up being good. As I said, I think the Red, White, Go Wide archetype is legit. But I'm just going to take Angel of Dawn. It's also the only white card in the pack, so I'm not passing any good white cards. I think Psychic Symbiont is a good card, and in pack 1, pick 1, I would take it over Angel of Dawn. But since I already have Lena that I want to play, I'm going to take the Angel of Dawn here. Okie doke. What have we got now? Interesting. So there is a Draconic Disciple, which is neither of my two colors, but I could maybe play Naya, but that doesn't seem great, taking a gold card in my colors that I'm not. Gift of Paradise is a potentially sweet ramp card / lets me splash stuff. Mirror Image could be cool to copy like Angel of Dawn. Copying Lena is not as good. I guess you can sacrifice Lena in response to the... No, because I don't know how that works exactly, but I don't think you can sacrifice Lena in response because then you couldn't copy it. Aviation Pioneer is a good card. I think it is probably the best card in the pack. I'm not going to take the Oresco's Swiftclaw or the Linebreaker or the Invoke the Divine. I think Invoke the Divine is probably main deckable in sealed, but not in draft. We could take one of these green cards. We could take one of these blue cards. I think we're going to take Aviation Pioneer. I think it's just the best card. Also, it works the best with Angel of Dawn and with Lena because it like supports the go wide type theme that we might be going for. Okay, Skyrider Patrol is quite a solid uncommon, though we are not playing green as of right now. Looks like it might have been correct to take one of the green cards out of the last pack, though, I mean, obviously we couldn't have known there'd be a Rabid Bite. I think Rabid Bite is the best card in this pack, followed by, I think Skyrider Patrol is the best card in the pack, followed by Rabid Bite, followed by Lightning Mare. Though there are a decent amount of 1/1s in the format. I think I'm going to take Rabid Bite. I could play green-white still, or I could just play green-blue, but I don't think I want to take Skyrider because Lena and Angel of Dawn are quite nice. And Rabid Bite is pretty good. Colossal Dreadmaw is also a consideration for like other times in the draft, but I think Rabid Bite is just too good to pass up. Okay. Rupture Spire is interesting. I don't think we want to start off by taking it. I think the format's going to be a lot more assertive. Like the draft format's going to be a lot more assertive than the sealed format was. So Rupture Spire is definitely a real liability in draft, whereas it was pretty much free and sealed. Gutter Snipe is an interesting one. We don't have any red cards yet. Those instigators might wheel, but it doesn't look like red is all that open. So keeping that in mind, we could take Essence Scatter. I think Essence Scatter is the best card in the pack. It just lets you trade up on mana so easily. We already have a blue card. We could take Dreadmaw. That's another consideration. So it's like whether we want to move into green or blue. We could be potentially just blue-green, but I think these two cards are strong enough to warrant playing white. We haven't seen any great white cards, though, to support that. So I have yet to see any good red cards other than the Instigators, which I kind of wanted. But I think that Aviation Pioneer is going to be good. I could maybe draft a blue-white go-wide deck with Angel of Dawns, Lena, Aviation Pioneers, and then I could get an Inspired Charge, and that would be great, because there are Inspired Charges in white. There's also an uncommon. Make a Stand is also good in that type of deck. I do think Uncomfortable Chill is good, but I think Aviation Pioneer is just a little bit better. Uncomfortable Chill is the type of card that spins your wheels a little bit, whereas Aviation Pioneer is a great proactive play, gets you on the board, gets you 2 gut bodies if you're behind. I just think it's going to be a little bit better overall, so we're going to take the Pioneer. And, I don't think we're going to be in a Blanchwood Armor deck. We aren't going to have enough forests. Diregraph Ghoul is going to be good in draft, but I'm not playing black right now, so I'm not taking it. I'm not taking Cinder Barons, not taking Greenwood Sentinels really here. I could take Rustwing Falcon. This is the type of card that is a little bit, like, it's fine, but not exceptional. We don't really want to Loxodon Linebreaker. And Falcon could be neat if we end up end up picking up an Inspired Charge, because it's like a evasive body that can get pumped. So yeah, I think I'm going to take the Rustwing Falcon over the Loxodon. I don't love the Falcon, but I could see playing it. Okay, now we could take Totally Lost, or we could take Uncomfortable Chill. Here's a Trumpet Blast if we were to get into red somehow. I don't think we will, though. Don't think that's very likely. We could take Uncomfortable Chill or Totally Lost. They're both reasonable picks. I think I'm going to start off with Uncomfortable Chill. I think it's just a solid card. Okay, so Goblin Instigator didn't come back, but Loxodon Linebreaker did. Not super in love with this card, but I think it's better than Tolarian Scholar by a decent margin. 3/2s for 3 are, I think, going to be better than 3 mana 2/3s in this format. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's because there's not a huge amount of 1/3s running around. I don't know. Maybe 2/3s match up badly against 1/3s. I don't even know. I'm just going to start off by taking Linebreaker, and Tolarian Scholar can be in a different time maybe. Ravenous Harpy still in the pack. Titanic Growth still in the pack. I think Harpy would be like kind of fine in this type of deck because we do have a bunch of tokens running around, but I'm just going to take the Growth. I don't think I'm playing either of these. Sure Strike is a pretty good combat trick. I think I'm going to take another Linebreaker though. And now I can pick up a Trusty Pack Beast. Ghost form could be playable in some cases. Knight's Pledge is better than a Johnny's Welcome, even though I still don't think it's good. So this is our curve right now. All of our white cards are medium except for these two. Okay. So looking at this pack, Divination is a solid card, but not really what our deck wants to be doing. We could take a Banefire. Our color requirements are generally pretty easy. All of them are single color. We're not playing the Knight's Pledge as of right now, not playing the Rustwing as of right now. Definitely not playing Ghost form as of right now. We do need some cheap drops if we want to be an assertive deck. You can't be an assertive deck without cheap cards. We're going to put the Uncomfortable Chill over here as a spell. This kind of counts as a 2-drop. We could take Meandering River to help our mana, or we could just take Banefire and gamble on a splash. I think a Meandering River is definitely high ups. Is like a nice card to have in this type of deck. We don't have any artifacts for the Skilled Animator. Divination is not really what I want to be doing here. I think I'm taking Meandering River. Yeah, this deck doesn't really want to splash, I don't think. Just by nature of its game plan. Okay, now this pack is what has got stuff I like. I like Johnny's Pridemate. I don't really like it in this particular deck. It's just going to be a 2-mana 2/2. We don't have any life gain synergies. This is a 5-mana 5/5, which is just a pretty good body. I like Aven Windmage a decent amount, but I think I'm going to take the Starcrown Stag because I do already have 5 3-drops, and Stag is just a great 4-drop. Windmage is nice, but I think Starcrown Stag is like just exactly what this proactive type of deck wants. Pridemate would be better if I was like black-white because there's a little bit more incidental life gain there. It would still be good in this deck, obviously. In this deck, I think, because I can pick up some life gain in white, but I think Starcrown Stag is just what I want to be doing in this deck. I wouldn't mind an Aven Windmage, though. Okay. Now we have the choice between... So, in my opinion, it's between Aviation Pioneer and Cavalry Drillmaster. I'm not really intrigued by the Daybreak Chaplain. I guess Dwindle is also an option. I kind of just want the 2-drop. Get my curve started. But Pioneer could be just one of the best possible cards I could have. I'm not sure. Or I could just take a Dwindle as a removal spell. I don't really want to anticipate in this deck. There's another Rabid Bite, but I'm not taking that. I think I do have to start prioritizing 2-drops. I already have a couple Pioneers. I don't really want to play the Line Breakers or the Pack Beast. I'm going to take the Drill Master over the Dwindle. I'm more in the market for good attackers and stuff. Ooh, this is tricky. Okay, so the Essence Scatter is great. Ether Shield Artificer is kind of cool with the Pioneers that I have. And then Pegasus Courser is awesome. I think I'm going to take Pegasus Courser. It's a really good combo with the Stag, with any 2-drops I get. Ether Shield Artificer is not really a card most people want. Oresco Swiftclaw might wheel. I wouldn't mind playing it. Ooh, now I'll take the Ether Shield Artificer, I think. Though Aviation Pioneer is just a good card. And it might just be better. I only have 2 artifact creatures. I kind of like Ether Shield Artificer, though, over the Pioneer. I do have a bunch of 3-drops already, even if not all of them are great. Like, if these 3 are bad, I still have like 3 3-drops. And I think Ether Shield Artificer is a nice card. I'm not going to take this to help my mana. I already have one. And my mana is not that bad. Aviation Pioneer is a close choice, I think. Maybe I think I'm just going to take the Pioneer again. I think the Pioneer is just really good. Oh, yes, this is exactly what we want. This is one of the reasons we were taking Pioneers and stuff. We have 3 cards that make 2 bodies at common. And this is the perfect deck. This is like the exact deck you want Inspired Charge. And we also have Lena. Angel of Dawn was a nice payoff for going wide, but this card's awesome as well. Salvager of Secrets is kind of cool to get it back, potentially, but we'll take a cancel for the sideboard. We'll take a Field Creeper. You sometimes have to run these, and if I end up with one of those uncommon Ether guys. Ooh, Skilled Animator. I'm going to take the Skilled Animator. I have 3 Aviation Pioneers, and this can make my Thopter into a 5/5. This is just going to be a 5-mana 5/5. I don't think I want multiple Uncomfortable Chills, so I'll just take the 5-mana 5/5. Maybe I want to splash black for something. You never know. I could just take the 2-drop. Yeah, I'll just take the 2-drop. I'm not splashing in this deck, I don't think. Ooh, the Ether guy came back. Perfect. Please say the other one comes back too. I don't think anyone else wants it. It makes Field Creeper a lot more appealing. The other one will come back. Nobody else wanted this one. I have. Oh, it didn't come back. I'm going to take the Meandering River, though. Helps my mana a decent amount. Wow. Someone hate drafted it? They didn't want to see 2 go in a row? I don't know. Don't know. I don't mind, though. This deck is great, I think. Trusty Pack Beast can get back Gearsmith or Field Creeper. At that point, I think it's good. Oh my gosh. So Sun Cleanser is not what we want to be doing in this. Make a Stand is great, though, in this type of deck, I think. I think Luminous Bonds is what we need, though. We need ways to force through the damage. We don't have any removal to speak of right now. We only have like a couple non-creatures. We have Essence Scatter, which is kind of removal-ish. Aviation Pioneer is great, though. I think we're going to take Luminous Bonds here, though. Make a Stand might wheel. Make a Stand won't wheel. I think since we already have an Inspired Charge, and we could probably pick up another one, maybe this pack, we're just going to take the Luminous Bonds. We do need removal. 2 mana, 2/1 flyer is exactly what I want. I do want to be assertive in this deck. Scholar of the Stars will draw me a card a decent amount of the time, so I don't mind that. That might wheel. Aviation Pioneer number 4 would also be appreciated, but we just want a good 2-drop, and this is going to get in for a lot of damage. Arcane Encyclopedia is not really what we want. We're just going to take Essence Scatter. And now Pegasus Courser is a nice pickup for the deck. The thing is it lets us get through for some damage, and then we can win with an Inspired Charge. Ether Tunnel is not really what I want to be doing. It just opens me up for a 2-for-1. I don't really want my third Essence Scatter. I'm going to take my first Scholar of the Stars over my third Essence Scatter. I think it's going to draw me a card a reasonable amount of the time because I do have 3 Aviation Pioneers and a Field Creeper and a Gearsmith Guardian. So I don't really want a third Essence Scatter, as I already said. It's a bit of a liability to have too many of those. I could just take another Scholar. I could take a Marauder's Axe as another payoff. I think I'm going to do that. It's not the greatest payoff, but Scholar is not amazing. And the Marauder's Axe does make all of my little tokens kind of into threats. So I do like that, especially because it doesn't look like I'm going to get another Inspired Charge. Gearsmith Prodigy is interesting. We could take it and figure things out. We don't really want Bone Dash. We already have 2 Essence Scatters. Don't know if I want Frilled Sea Serpent. We have, the 2/2 is not going to be all that relevant, I don't think. We'll take Serpent and maybe sideboard it in. Mighty Leap is a nice combat trick to get. I don't really want Totally Lost. It's a bit expensive. I think this deck ended up quite good. We'll see what wheels. Make a Stand came back. Oh my gosh, that's great. Nobody else wants it, I guess. The Aviation Pioneer did not come back, unfortunately, but can't have everything. Scholar of the Stars came back. Nice. We'll play it, probably. Got the Naturalize, I guess. I think this deck ended up quite good. We have good mana. I think we will run the Field Creeper. We might cut Daybreak Chaplain, though it is a nice little bit of insurance if we do come up against an aggro deck. Trusty Pack Beast. I think we're going to cut Marauder's Axe now that we got Make a Stand. Now we have 2 payoffs for our go wide strategy. Heroic Reinforcements, it would have been nice if we were the red-white version of the deck. As it is, I think we will take a Rupture Spire or something, I guess. Take Novice Knight. I don't think we're ever going to board it in, though. Another Scholar. I don't think we're running 3 Scholars. They are a bit clunky. They are 4-drops. I really like this curve, though. Now we have 3 payoffs for going wide. We have Make a Stand, Inspired Charge, and Angel of Dawn. I think go wide decks are going to be good in this format. I think I can, group creatures separately. I think I'm going to cut Mighty Leap. I think I already have, I don't need to target my stuff individually, and then I'll cut Trusty Pack Beast. I could cut Uncomfortable Chill, but it is a nice little bit of interaction. Maybe I could cut that for Mighty Leap. Maybe I'm supposed to run Marauder's Axe in this deck. I don't really want to run Rushwing Falcon. Night's Pledge is bad. Frilled Sea Serpent is an expensive card. We already have 1 6-drop. I don't really want to run another Scholar. I have 3 4 artifacts that can come down before it, but that 2 might be excessive even. I don't really know if I want Uncomfortable Chill. I think it's more of a defensive card. My deck's more of an aggressive deck. Mighty Leap could be nice. Marauder's Axe. I don't think I need it. I already have 3 payoffs for going wide. I think Marauder's Axe is a bit clunkier. Maybe I just run the other Scholar. It's not the greatest, though. Maybe I'll just run Mighty Leap. I think Remorseful Cleric's going to be fine, especially because, I mean, not the Daybreak Chaplain's going to be fine. Maybe I do want Axe. I think we'll try Axe. I think it could easily be incorrect, but I think with the skilled animator, with all these like 1-powered flyers from the Pioneers, could just be nice. And it helps fuel our Scholars. Okay, sort by color. We're going to go 8-7, and then we have 2. This looks like a good deck. I'm pretty happy with it. And let's jump into our first M19 draft match. I think this deck is quite good. We would like to play first. This is clunky hand. This is a clunky hand. We're going to keep it though. It has 3 lands. It has some spells. It has 2 of our payoff spells. Unfortunately, it's a bunch of our payoff spells. We would like to draw one of our 2-drops for our skilled animator or a pioneer. That would also be awesome. Okay, perfect. That was like the best possible draw. Now we can make our Thopter into a 5/5 and really go to town. Druid is fine. I think we're just going to go with the skilled animator next turn. Over the Scholar, though, it is close. I think making this into a 5/5 and just pressuring him is really great. Okay, he gains a couple life. It also keeps its abilities, which is pretty relevant. Because 5/5 flyer is hard to deal with, especially in green. I don't know what his main colors are. He's probably a green-white deck, so he probably has Luminous Bonds and stuff. But if he has to Luminous Bonds my Thopter, then that's a victory for me, I'd say. Not going to block it with my 1/3. Don't want to risk giving up my 5/5. Invoke the Divine main deck. You got me, bud. Land. Oh, this guy doesn't draw me a card anymore. That's a bummer. He had to invoke the Divine my Thopter, though, so I did come out ahead there. We're going to play Scholar, the stars, and just pass. We'll get in for 1, but we would take 2 because we couldn't block. And then we can start playing our Inspired Charges and make a stand. They're not as optimized with only 3 creatures, but they're still going to be good. Also, our creatures aren't all that big. We'd ideally draw land to play Angel of Dawn before we do any of this other stuff. Okay. And now next turn we can play Inspired Charge, or we can Or we can make a stand plus essence scatter backup. That seems a little bit better. Okay, we'll take the 3. Not going to block. Okay, lightning strike makes sense. That's why he tapped the mana that last turn. Marauder's Axe, okay. Okay, which one do I want to play here? I could Inspired Charge, but Inspired Charge is better next turn, I think. Because that way, if he holds up Druid or the Cowl, I can kill it with either of my 1/3s. Yeah, that's not happening, buddy. Please, please hold back to block. Please hold back to block. Dang it. So now I can Inspire Charge, get in for 5, 7. Kill his 1/3. No, 8. I get in for 8. I put him to 7. Okay. I need to top deck something or I'm dead. Which isn't great, because he can just pump 3. He can pump 4 times even. Yep. We draw, and we whiffed. Close game. Very close game. Okay. I think we're going to take out Make a Stand now that he knows about it for a Mighty Leap. Uncomfortable Chill could be an option, but I think we're just going to run it like this. A little bit unfortunate to lose that one. It was close though. If he'd had like a, yeah, the flyer was really annoying for us to deal with. Maybe we got too aggressive, but I don't think so. We'll keep this. We're going to go Chaplain into Cavalry Drillmaster, potentially. We also have Mighty Leap and an Inspired Charge in our hand. Land is good, even though it's not the island we wanted. Not completely. I'm not super worried about hitting our colors because we do have 2 Meandering Rivers to really fix our mana. We're just easily going to play them a Remorseful Cleric here. Drill Master is just much better next turn when it can help us force through an attack. And the Cleric is also nice. Natural Tron, 3 colors on turn 3, classic. Dragon Egg. We'll just avoid that for a little bit. You can't kill it, so we can still attack with Daybreak Chaplain to gain some life. Okay. That card's really good against me right now. What did I take out for Mighty Leap? It was like, oh, Make a Stand. Make a Stand would have been phenomenal. Maybe I'm not supposed to side that out. I can't sack it in response. It doesn't do anything. Or it doesn't do what you want it to. I'll just wait. Manolith is fine. Yeah, I'm not going to use my Essence Scatter on that. Hopefully I draw a Pioneer. Gearsmith Guardian's fine. I'll just play it out. It's going to be good next turn because it can start attacking in. And if it becomes an issue, I can Mighty Leap it to block something, like the 4/4 dragon. Or Dreadmaw is a problem a little bit. Blue creature. So if I attack him for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he's going to block like that. That's fine. He gets that out of the way. And he can't get back the Spitfire, the Spitflame, which is nice. I really want a blue creature. I may just be able to kill him. He didn't equip the Marauder's Axe, which means he probably has something. Wow, that was a good something to have. Jeez. Jeez, that was brutal. Wow. Wow, that was a really good card for him to have. Ugh. So the way this game played out was really bad for me, but I definitely think it could have worked out. Dang it. Invoke the Divine destroyed me. Both games. I feel like that shouldn't happen. Like, his deck, I'm so sad to lose to this deck. Oh well, it happens. I'm essence scattering pretty much anything here. I need to draw a spell. Yeah, I'm dead. I can't win if I draw this many lands. Yeah. Unfortunate to have it go like this round 1. I think my deck is good. I guess we'll just have to see how it goes in rounds 2 and 3. The turning point was definitely when I tapped out for this, let him resolve the Colossal Dreadmaw. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede here. Like, this is 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't deal with that. Yeah, I'm dead. Wow, that was unfortunate. Let's see, do we want to make any changes to our deck? Maybe Uncomfortable Chill is just too good not to play. We'll try it over. This is not the best in our deck. Yeah, we'll just try it like this again. Don't want to get too caught up in what happened that round. That was an unfortunate occurrence, but it happens. We had to keep a clunky hand, and we got punished. I think that first game was really just like a little bit, like we were really close to winning that first game. And I think our deck is quite good. We just got so blown out by Invoke the Divine. Like if he had, like he invoked the Divine at our 5 drop when we had like +2/+2 backup. And he, yeah, not to make excuses, but he hit his colors and his deck seemed like it was the type of deck that was merely decent. He did make Dragon Egg look pretty good, though. Would like to play first. Keeping this for sure. Recurve 2 drop into 3 drop into 4 drop into 5 drop. What more could you want? You could have a counter spell, but we're not going to play around it. Yep, Essence Scatter kind of wrecks me. Man. Okay. Ooh, that was a great draw. Now we can hold up our own Essence Scatter while still developing our board. And that makes it harder for his Colossal Majesty to get going. We don't need to do anything. We can just sit here. Essence Scatter that. Not the best Scholar of the Stars, but it's still passable. Chip in the air, and then next turn we can go for Make a Stand. He can only block one thing with the Colossal Dreadmaw, and everything else is going to just crush him. All of our creatures are going to be lethal combined with the Remorseful Cleric. Sky Scanner is a good one. It's a good one. That's game. That's kind of what our deck wants to do, like get on the board, hold up essence scatters. We'll run it back. I think our deck, I really like this type of archetype. I think it's just pretty solid. All of our creatures seem kind of low power, but 3 Aviation Pioneers is a pretty good combo with Inspired Charge. Scholar of the Stars is doing pretty good work in our deck. And this is a good hand. He's on a mulligan. Our 2-drop our Essence Scatter can trade with a 3-drop if he plays one. And then we can start playing our Pegasus Coursers. I think we're just going to play Drill Master, though. Actually, we'll wait. We can hold up our Essence Scatter. It's a pretty big tempo play if it works out for us. Okay, get rid of that guy. We're actually going to play our Pioneer. It gets in for the same amount of damage as the Pegasus Courser, but now if we draw a land, we can Artificer and start getting in for even more damage. And then we can Pegasus Courser. Vine Mare. Annoying. Ideally, I would draw a land this next turn. Vine Mare is definitely scary. Not blocking. Okay, that was good. I'm going to play the Artificer over the Stag. It's close. But he can't block my stuff anyway. And next turn I can Drill Master plus Chaplain. Chaplain can jump this thing. Vigilant Bailoff, okay. So I can get in for 3, 6, 7. And then I can play my Chaplain, hold up Essence Scatter. I think this is good. This way he can't play a flyer or... Perfect. He is playing blue after all. And black has some flyers too. We only need to chump one of them. But it's not getting through anyway, so may as well chump both. Because of the Vigilance. What's he got? I really like this deck that I'm playing. It feels very strong and fun and dwindle. Okay. So this makes it 3, 4, we're 1 short. And now another courser, and now I can have a block. I don't have to die to like double Titanic growth. Okay, we got there. See, that's what our deck's trying to do. That was pretty strong. Felt pretty strong at least. We're gonna run it back. Still have yet to draw Lena. Let's hope that we draw her this last round, get to showcase her power level. See how good she's in draft. Our deck's not even bad on, I was about to say, our deck's not even bad on the draw because we have double Essence Scatter. And Essence Scatter is one of those cards that's really good on the draw because you trade your 2-drop for their 3-drop. Lead with Island. You could also just go 2-drop, 3-drop into Essence Scatter. Yeah, it makes me want to do that. Now that I have a removal spell, I really want to do that. Because he can play his 4-drop here, and then I can... Yeah, oh my gosh. Natural Tron. Okay, yeah, we just basically lost the game on the spot. Oh my god. That was the most savage blowout of the century. Of course, that was his 3-drop. I mean, his 4-drop that he got to ramp out. What a great start from our opponent. He's in very good shape now. Oh my god. He's just a sniper. Can't do anything about this, too. It's just like massacre. Getting destroyed. He didn't even hit his 4th land drop. We'll attack for 3. Seems better than double blocking and losing both our guys, making our Lena pretty useless. We'll make it hurt his land a little bit. Okay, that was fine. Now our guy can trade with his skeleton archers. And our Scholar of the Stars will draw us a card. Wow, I was so confident. I was like, man. Oh, gosh. Yeah, we have to discard Lena. In case we draw Meandering River. If he has Mind Rot, I'm dead anyway, so not going to avoid it. Dragon's Horde, okay. Okay, another Aviation Pioneer would not be amiss. That was a good draw. Now I can block his 2/2. I have, if he attacks all that, I have 5, 10, 14. I have lethal if he has to go for if he goes for a huge attack. Keeping it conservative though. He will luminous bonds that. Let's attack for 3 and then re-equip to something else. Probably the 2/1. Elvish Rejuvenator is kind of annoying, but it's only a 1/1. This is getting a little bit scary. Ooh, that was a great draw. I could equip to it. Not going to attack and then equip because attacking is bad here. So what does his attack look like? Let's do some thinking. If he attacks with everything, it's 1, 4, 7, and he attacks with everything. I can block there, 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 there. So he doesn't have good attacks. I'll just play my land so I can play Inspired Charge if I need to. And I can start attacking with my life linker to gain some life. Start racing this little annoyance in the air. I'll gain 3. Create my little Thopter. Okay. My Thopter kills him before he kills me. I have him on a 3-turn clock. He has me on a 4-turn clock. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. I have 5 blockers. I've been dead to any pump spell for a while, so Just want to finish the game. If I win this game, it'd be insane. Okay. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers potentially. If I make this into a 5-5 and then I make this into a 3-3, he can't block the 3-3, so he'll go to 6. He'll go to 4 because of the inspired charge. And then he'll chump this. Block, 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 block. Okay, so if I make this into a 7, yeah, this is just lethal. And now it's indestructible. So if I attack like this and he somehow kills it, I don't know how I could do it, but like a splash bounce spell. He attacks me back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. I live. Boom, we got there. That was a great draw. Skilled Animator. Great in our deck. Okay. Let's run it back. What could be the final game? I think that's one of the reasons I like to play intermediate draft queues, especially at the beginning of the format. I mean, once you kind of know what's going on, it doesn't really matter which one you do because you know what's good and what's not. But early on, I mean, we lost round 1, but I feel like it was not completely our fault. Like the draws just lined up in such a way that we didn't have a chance because Invoke the Divine was so good against us. Like we tapped out for our skilled artificer guy and he had the Invoke Divine, and like if he has any other removal spell like Electrify or anything, pretty much he can't kill it, but we'll keep this. So, and then game 2 we flooded a little bit and it was close, but that's why I like to do it. Like we beat double Skeleton Archer when it killed 2 of our things. Like that's not necessary. That's not that easy to do. And now we're going to be in great shape if we just draw 1 land, which we will. Start off with the Chaplain. RS and Scouter can counter something bigger than a 3-drop. And we would have been punished. Yep. Unfortunate that we didn't draw land there, but at least we're holding up RS and Scatter. That's a great one to Essence Scatter. Land. It's all coming together. Aviation Pioneer is awesome in this deck. We can skilled Animator the Thopter, then play Ether Shield Artificer. That's assuming we miss a land. If we don't miss a land, we're just going to play our Ether Shield Artificer, I think. Just a little bit more mana efficient. Another Dragon Sword, that's sweet. Okay, Centaur Courser. What do we want to play? I think we're actually just going to skilled Animator it up. We're never double spelling, so making this into a 5/5 is just better, I think. And this puts him on a 3-turn clock, whereas before we hit him down to 15 and then it's still 2 turns because he lives at 1. This just gets in a lot more damage. Oh, crud. That's hilarious. You could just kill him. He has to kill our skilled animator, and then we can just, I mean, this doesn't have to be mana, right? Yep. You can just draw 2 cards here. Vividictus is really good, though. If he has to kill the skilled animator, then we can probably get him with our make a stand, though I'm not 100% sure. Boom, we hit Luminous Bonds. That guy's not attacking again. We'll put it on that instead of the Centaur Courser. What did he reveal? Swamp, okay. That way, that's really funny, little thing. It attacked with Luminous Bonds on it. How is that even possible? Nightmare's Thirst is a good one there. Couldn't have make a stand to save it there. Man, so if I attack everything, yeah, I'm just going to discard, make a stand, and Scholar. That was nice. He'll have to jump that next turn. I'm not going to trade off my Ether Shield guy. That was a great draw. Boom! He cannot defeat the power of the blue-white artifact synergy deck. Wow, that was really fun. We lost the first round, but I felt like we played well regardless. Our deck was super sweet. A little bit of a takeaway. I think the go wide strategy is legitimate. I do not think Make a Stand is the card you want in the archetype. You'd much rather have Inspired Charge. There's just a lot of removal that doesn't care about Make a Stand. What else? Essence Scatter performed well. Marauder's Axe looked decent when my opponent had it, and I think it's fine in this type of deck, especially if you have some Scholars and Stars. Scholar did pretty well. Ether Shield Artificer was good. But yeah, those are just my initial takeaways. And that is going to do it for this draft video. I really thought the format played out pretty well. There was lots of interesting decisions to make. So I'm looking forward to more in the future. But if that is going to do it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates for whenever I post new content. If you have any questions about the draft or the gameplay, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below, and I will happily respond with my thoughts or answers. If you would like to catch me streaming live, you can find me on twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. There will be a link to that in the description down below. And if you have any just general comments, be sure to leave those in the comments as well. How do you like the special YouTube format where I record the video just for you guys? Let me know. Do you prefer it when I just do a recording from my stream? I think I was probably a lot more focused for this one, so that was good. But yeah, I really enjoyed the format. Let me know how you guys are enjoying your first drafts, and let me know if there's anything I can do to be helpful. Like if you have any questions about cards or anything, be sure to let me know. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.